All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us and for being with us today. This is definitely the best kind of event. Anytime we're cutting a ribbon is always great. But in particular, this is the end of the completion of the circulator project here downtown. And then on top of that, we're also inaugurating and cutting the ribbon on Providence's first protected bike lane, which has been many years in the making, but I'm excited to see that it's finally here. Please, a big round of applause for our first protected bike lane. And as we were just mentioning, these things, they don't happen on their own. They take an entire community to make them possible. And so I want to begin by recognizing my colleague in elected office, Rhode Island State Senator Josh Miller. Thank you for everything that you do here in Down City and downtown. Now, of course, I want to thank everybody in my planning department that has been envisioning this and making it a reality for a very long time, beginning with my planning director, Bonnie Nickerson, and my deputy director, Bob Azar. Please, a big round of applause for both of them for doing such a great job. We're also joined by Buff Chase, the founder and managing partner of Cornish Associates, who has been part of the revitalization of downtown for many years now. So thank you, Buff, thank you, Steve, also. I'm also joined back here by Eric Weiss. He's the chair of the Providence Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Commission, and they've been given newfound authority, responsibility, and powers throughout the city, and that's a reflection of the priority that we give to bicycle and pedestrian transportation and also to complete streets. I also want to recognize Alex Kio-Grabe, the executive director of the Rhode Island Bike Coalition. We've been on many bike rides together, and it's great to have you celebrating here with us. Certainly, last but not least, I want to recognize both Frank Latore from the DID, the Downtown Improvement District.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank, for your partnership in this and so many other projects. And then, of course, to the hard-working men and women who made this possible, literally built it, to Steve and Tony Cardi and the entire Cardi Constructions team. Please, a big round of applause for them as well. So I'm so glad that everyone has joined us this beautiful afternoon, and as we take a look at some of the improvements that we've made here in downtown Providence. I'm incredibly excited to be here to officially open our new parking protected bike lane, and I look forward to riding alongside members of our cycling community just as soon as we cut the ribbon. As many of you know, I'm an avid cyclist. I bike to work every single day, and on any given day, residents can see me biking from Silver Lake, through Olneyville, through the West End, and into City Hall through Washington Street. And even more, with many of the members and partners that we have here, I host a monthly Bike the Night event in which a group of cyclists join me as we explore different parts of the city, and we explore it on two wheels. And I do all of this because in addition to it being good for your mental health and physical health, maintaining an active lifestyle is incredibly fun and allows us to see and connect with diverse communities and neighborhoods in very unique ways. So with all of this in mind, I've been a strong advocate, along with my planning department, for complete streets principles, that streets are for everyone. And we should design our streets with people in mind, not cars in mind. So through projects like this one, we're improving our infrastructure so that our vehicles have more choices, but also to ensure that drivers are mindful of the fact that other folks use the streets as well. These infrastructure changes, they're going to guarantee that bikers and pedestrians feel safer and more comfortable using our rights of way. And this project is an example of what's to come and how we're working to make Providence and our neighborhoods much stronger, safer, and more vibrant. In addition to this, I'm happy to share that through the efforts of our planning department and the Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Committee, we've just completed complete streets training for our city staff, for neighborhood leaders, and for members of our boards and commissions. Our goal is that with all of this, we're going to create more of this type of public infrastructure to not just improve mobility, but also to create public spaces for our families to enjoy. Ultimately, we want our public investment to create streets that are places where people want to be and where the private sector will want to invest. Through projects like this one, we're energizing the city so that it can continue to lead the way in innovation and creativity, and so that we can spur more economic activity as well. Again, thank you all for joining us this afternoon, and I look forward to seeing folks use and enjoy this innovative bike lane in the years to come. Thank you all.